Okay, before Deepika starts, I would like to inform everyone that this session is getting recorded. Okay. Yeah, Deepika, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Vartika. Thank you, Curious Catalyst. Thank you, Pallavi. Very, very happy morning to all of you and a weekend, of course. So, thank you so much once again to each one of you to take out time on a weekend, that too on a festive, and come and be a part of this session. It's, of course, going to be a two-way learning session for all of us. Uh, I'll be sharing some learnings from my experiences, from my background, work background, and I'll be also taking learnings from all of you during this session. And I hope to give you the best of takeaways which I can give it. So, okay, do we start right away?
We could wait a minute or so, let people join in. And let me tell you, Deepika, I am personally very interested because who doesn't want to increase their sales, right? So I'm pretty sure, and it is not so easy in current circumstances. What with the social media and the old tropes all gone. I remember there was a time I am a sales and media professional, sales and marketing professional myself. 8 years I was in sales and marketing, and I remember all the cold calls. I'm pretty sure Deepika, you must be remembering them too. Cold calls, creating the database, not easy, right? Deepika having some glitches. Deepika, is everything all
The
right?
moment it started, the Zoom screen closed off totally. Sorry.
Okay, that happens sometimes. Zoom can be a temperamental lady. Okay. Okay, let's start. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
So allow me to share my screen.
Yeah.
Just a quick heads up if you can see the first slide.
Yeah, I can see it.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Achha, any questions? Please put in your questions in the chat box. Also, before you start, Deepika, I would just like to inform everyone that our next session is going to be by Vinod Nair, and it's going to be on trade finance. So the link is been shared. Also, we have a WhatsApp group, and Vartika, please share the link in the chat box. So all questions in the chat box. Also, any urgent question which cannot stop, you can just raise your hands up, and we'll take it heads on. Okay, chalo.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
Mm-mm.
do we start? Do we get some thumbs up on your screens, on your Zoom screens to me so that I can have a look at them and we can start this sharing for the day?
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, let's start. Yeah.
Great. Okay. So as you all know, because you all have joined, the topic for the day is for the next 1 hour, which you have decided to give it to us, is gut feel to guided precision. That is AI for sales. Well, it sounds very closely connecting to each one of us if we are coming from a sales and marketing background, ever if we have worked in such kind of profiles in the past. Uh, Ultimately, what works is on in the sales field is what about your gut feeling, right? What is that your gut says to you? What is that it communicates to you? But not always gut will take you to a end solution or an end result or a goal. It has to be having a guided precisions also into it, and hence I have termed or named the session for the day as gut feel to guided precision. That is AI for sales. So the topics which we'll be covering in today's session for next 1 hour would be just a quick breakup on those areas is sales in the digital age. We'll be having a look at comparing the AI and the traditional or the old sales techniques. When we talk about AI, of course, AI in sales and the key components of AI in sales. Then we'll be looking a quick onto the predictive lead qualifications. How does AI do the personalized customer engagements? How can you do real time sales forecasting? And of course, these are all the positives of AI in sales, right? I would be also touching on the very critical and a vital slide that will be covering the challenges of AI in sales. To be very firmly sharing out here is, of course, we are sharing, we will be giving away takeaways on AI front in the sales field, but everything has its pros and cons. Every coin has two sides. Similarly, AI also has its other side on the con side, right? So that is giving us the challenges in sales also. So that will be also covering up in a quick uh, go through. And the last slide will be something I personally wanted to share in today's 1 hour session is I will be giving you or sharing you one of the hacks to save money in this festive, as we are all on Navratris and also preparing ourselves for the Diwali. So, of course, we are on shopping on e-commerce websites and for engagements and for buying our stuffs. So, what is their hack and how can we be saved from the challenges of AI in sales? So, that will be the hack to save money in this festive. So, with this, I move away to the next slide. So, before I start, I have a very, very basic question for all of you. Even that man on the screen, okay, is little curious to know, or rather, he's thinking, what is sales? How can you define sales in maybe one or two words? I would like to have some responses from all of you, maybe on the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself and share something which you think what is sales about in a couple of words or so. Any shares, please, on the same? Partika, kindly help me on the chats. If so, what
Sure.
is sales? I mean, what do you
Revenue
think
gen
is sales all about?
yeah, so revenue generated by Soham.
Okay, it is revenue generation.
Uh, See, people who don't want to answer, please keep yourself on mute. Because if I mute everybody, everybody goes into mute, including Deepika. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So the responses are mentioning about the revenue generation, correct?
Yeah, meeting the requirements of your client by Reena.
Meeting the
Yeah.
requirements of your clients,
Mm,
correct? Absolutely
mm,
correct.
mm.
Any one word which you feel is the very strongest root thing which can define all about what is sales? One word.
Hello?
Well, the answer in the next
Hello?
slide,
Yes.
even this person is gonna reveal that to you. The answer is silence.
Yeah, I had shifted this appointment at 3
So what
o'clock.
is
Yeah.
sales?
11
Sales is
o'clock
all
appointment was cancelled and it is shifted to 3 o'clock.
Kindly mute
Yes.
yourselves,
Yes.
please. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, Smita,
yeah,
I would
thank you.
request you to
So the
mute.
answer to what is
Mm.
sales in one word, I'm sorry, Vartika, there was
Yeah, it is all right. Yeah. Mm.
okay. So the sales is one word, silence. Now, how the answer is silence. Communication, there's a two-way communication happening between two people. Okay, if you are in silence, that is you are hearing out, you are listening to the other person. And in sales, this is the very, very important point that when you are in sales team, when you are going somebody to some client from a sales team perspective, you'll have to listen, you have to hear out what the client or what the customer is trying to tell you, because that is where you will try to get an or rather gauge and 360-degree understanding of what are their pain points, what are the voids in the areas of their businesses or their areas of concerns, and how you can be a solution to those problems. So silence to me is all about listening. And so what is sales? Sales is all about being silent and only listening. That's the very first step. Now, this is a very shortest video, I would say. I would just wanted to, it doesn't even need a audio to be heard out. Whatever you see on the screen will help you know what is the first rule of sales. I'll just quickly click on it to get it played. Uh,
Deepika can't hear
Mute.
it. Yeah.
Is saying something?
Can't hear you. Can't hear the video.
Okay, yeah, that is because I have shared, yeah, I had shared the sound, but this video didn't needed an audio as such.
Acha, acha.
You could see it, right? You could
Yeah.
view it properly, correct?
Yeah.
You want me to play it again, once again, maybe because of the audio thing?
Yeah, yeah, if possible.
Should I play it just quickly once again? Yeah.
Mm. Very funny.
Okay, that was a real fun video, right? I hope you
Yeah.
all got what was the gist of this video of showing it to you. And Will Smith, such a well-known actor, he's a sales of a car manufacturing company. Rather, they have come to see the car, and Will Smith, when he's sharing the features, these three people in the black suits are not that very finding it interesting. No, no, I mean we don't want it. Seems we don't want it. But the moment Will Smith identifies that their main challenge or main requirement is might be they are more into kidnapping people. So where will they put their kidnapping stuffs and people and their stuffs? Where should, of course, in the diggy of the car, right? Itself gets into the diggy, closes it, and it gives a feel and look to these people. Those who have come to see the car is, wow, this is what we are actually looking for, and they give a nod. Okay, fine, we are happy, and we are gonna consider this car, and we may also buy it. Okay, that's where the sales actually hit the right point. So the first rule of sales is all. Okay, so with this, we move to the next slide. Now that we have understood what is sales, it's all about listening to your client. That's what even Will Smith did in that video. Okay, now why do we need to do it? See, what is it we have got to know, correct? Why do we need to do sales? Of course, on the strategic partnership front, that is wherein if we are into that kind of a team, or we are working for an organization where it is a sales team, we are a part of a sales team. So strategic partnerships will be helping you have collaborative relationships, correct? When you do strategic partnerships, you get into collaborative relationships between I would say systems, and to that is done to be driving your mutual growth, right? You would want to expand your market research and maybe the market reach. And of course, at the end of the day, why is all the sales team struggling with their profile of their job? That's ultimately to help the company or the organization reach to the highest of the revenue figures, correct? Now, in that areas, after this having a strategic partnership, the next goal is on the market expansion. As we mentioned, if we are doing sales, if we of market expansion is for all of us, for easy understanding, is geo. We have known by now that how geo has been expanding the market and how it is the top service provider in the market currently, right? So that's the best example to give. The next is enhanced customers. You meet clients, so you'll have to also see to it that you'll have to enhance your customer relationships. That is when you communicate to them, understand their pain points, and give them a solution. It's all revolves around the communication. So understanding the customer relationship by this communication, it's one of the very important things in why sales should be done. Again, if you are in sales team, you would be needing also sales forecast. We'll be covering up these points, detailed idea about the same pointers. So sales forecasting, of course, as a team, as a sales team, you will be able to give back to your organization or to your RM or to lead sales uh, team lead, go with buying your product or service, right? Revenue generation. Ultimately, this is the most important parameter or the pointer sales is happening, right? So revenue and pesa is very, very important in why are you into your sales. Now, choosing sales approach for your business. Of course, before AI came into the picture, we were following as a sales team or the sales team member or the traditional strategies, right? Where it was more emphasizing on the human interaction. People used to come, the salespeople used to come to you, they used to show the product in person, they used to explain it to you in person. There was a human interaction which was happening. There was no kind of a tech or to the picture, correct? And so that is where old sales strategies were considered or rather used. Now AI is come up into, we are all surrounded by AI and the tech around us. So AI driven sales, does it differ from the old in the efficiency and also using or utilizing the automations? So for me, as not I'm not putting this up openly that this is what AI should be. My thought process, my POV over this is AI is not artificial intelligence. Out here, it is augmented intelligence. Okay. So there's something which we are trying to incorporate into your old model with an AI onto it. And then how are we leveraging our sales for your customers or for your clients? So that's where the comparison is. We'll have to decide which sales approach for our business or for whatever we do. And if you are into the sales, which kind of approach we need to use? Of course, AI. But in the end of this session, at the after an hour, I'll be surely sharing which one is the and why. Okay, now to the comparison, and you can is on the efficiency on efforts. So on personalization, see, the AI is at scale through data analysis. It uses data and does the analysis, and it helps you come down or rather land up to a very insightful figures or decision making parameters, right? On the old sales techniques is basically based on the individual relationships. As I mentioned, sales is about you interact with human, how you communicate to those humans in face to face or in person. So on personalization, that's comparison. On the efficiency, of course, the automation is high, the data driven decisions are very important. On the scalability front, on AI, of course, it is making things for sales team, for the sales managers, for the sales leaders very easy to do their ongoing sales related jobs or the KRAs which has been assigned to you. If you are going with the old sales model still in your organization or for your company, of course, it stands or it falls under the difficult category as compared to AI. On the human interaction, the answer is self-explainable. With AI, it is limited. Of course, with AI, we are not interacting with humans, as in the percentage has gone drastically down. But with the old sales model, it is the high, it's showing high because that's very important. And I still believe that the old sales it under the AI driven sales techniques category. On the lead AI in place, if you're using AI, it is not that with old sales model, we were never used to get some promising leads or prospects. Maybe we can have a very good stronghold on the sales forecasting figures and numbers, which we had to give it back to our managers. Of course, it used to take a lot of time. The biggest challenge was time. And in today's tech thing revolving all around us, time is a very important parameter. So on those lines, lead generation के लिए sales is very very important, and आपको यहाँ most promising leads भी मिलती हैं. Okay, and the old sales model, of course, you are manually seeking out on the prospects, as I just shared. Let's come on the decision making. Decision making, as it is clear, if you are using AI services or AI technologies into your company, into your profile as in KRA, of course, will drive your decision making as a sales team leader, as a sales manager, or as a sales project lead. Correct? So datas will all speak about your efforts. So AI will help you get those datas. And in old model of the sales techniques, of course, your experience, how far have you come on, many clients or customers have you meted up, how have you got that interactions with them, what kind of communications and helpful communications, meaningful communications have been done, what is your intuition. You remember हमारा slide जो पहला topic slide है आज का, it itself mentioned gut feel to guided precision, right? So when it is coming to gut feel, it is all about your intuition. Maybe मेरा intuition है कि this client or this customer will be is the for sure coming and buying our product or service. So that's where हमारा intuition comes into the picture. And relationship building, I strongly believe that हमारा जो relation building feature or parameter होता है, being in a sales team, it's very important, because with that relation building हमारा trust develop होता है. And in today's world, having those trust based factors is something a very big challenge for all of us. So अगर आप अपने इंट्यूशन को भी कंसिडर करते हैं, आपका रिलेशन भी आपको लग रहा है कि काफी अच्छे से मेंटेन्ड है, ट्रस्ट मी, दिस विल एड अप टू योर एक्सपीरियंसेस, एंड आपके लीड्स जो हैं बहुत स्ट्रांगली कन्वर्ट होने के चांसेस हो सकते हैं. सो आई स्ट्रांगली बिलीव, अगेन, एक्सपीरियंस, इंट्यूशन एंड रिलेशनशिप बिल्डिंग आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट इफ यू आर इन सेल्स. ऑफ कोर्स उसके साथ डेटा ड्रिवन डिसीजन मेकिंग आपको करनी है, तो यू विल हैव टू यूज और लिवरेज द एआई टेक्निक्स. सो विद दिस स्लाइड आई वांटेड टू जस्ट गिव अ क्विक कंपैरिजन on those left side में आप extreme left में, maybe at your end it would be on the extreme right, the efficiency, personalization, scalability, human interaction, lead generation and decision making. These are the parameters on which we can have a good comparison. And now that we have by now understood what is sales, why sales, and the old and latest AI related sales techniques को हम कैसे compare कर सकते हैं, अभी तक हमें इस चीज की आइडिया आ गई है. करेक्ट? सो लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट. व्हाई एआई इन सेल्स? वी स्पोक अबाउट द ओल्ड ट्रेडिशनल मेथड, राइट, जहां पे हम जाकर बात करते हैं, हमारा एक इंट्यूशन फीलिंग आता है, हमें एक एक्सपीरियंस मिलता है कस्टमर या क्लाइंट के साथ. ये सब करने के बाद भी हमें एआई की जरूरत क्यों है? व्हाई इज देयर अ रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ एआई इन सेल्स? The question's answer is, of course, to have those personalized communication. With the example of Jio, which I just reiterated to all of you, उनका customer base, client base इतना huge है. And we can imagine when it is lot of huge base with us, customer base with us, सभी के साथ personalized communication करना बहुत important है. It's very vital, because every human has a different area of challenge. Correct? It's not that all of them have a different common challenge, maybe plus minus 10 or so. So it is easy for me to cater my services or products accordingly. It will be easy for me to leverage those into those particular areas, one or two or maybe three for that matter. But when you have a huge number of customer base, reaching out to each and every individual is very important. And trust me, सारे challenges आपको अगर cater करने हैं, तो आपको AI use करना ही होगा if you are in sales. Of course, lead generation, AI, आई मीन सेल्स शुरू ही होता है लीड जनरेशन से. अगर आपके पास लीड्स ही नहीं आ रही हैं, तो आप ये टेक्नोलॉजीज, आप ये मेथोडोलॉजीज, ये सब करके देयर इज नो आउटपुट, राइट? देयर विल बी नो आउटकम फॉर इट, ऑल ऑफ द काइंड ऑफ हार्ड वर्क which you want to, which you will be doing, and want to show it back to your organization or company that this is what has happened, right? So lead generation is very important. So AI, of course, will help you on enhancing and efficiently doing your lead generations. So of course, in the upcoming slides, we'll be having a quick look on those areas as well. This is again the chatbots जो हम interactions के लिए use करते हैं हमारे customers के साथ. So that is where AI in sales, these are the three areas which I've tried to highlight it on the screen for you, that are very important. Hence we should be thinking about, in case अगर आप अभी तक AI आपने incorporate नहीं किया है, so you should be rather considering these points. And of course, coming to a decision, at least for today, to give that kickstart in your profile, in your work profile, or maybe in your organization, that AI is needed. It is very, very much needed. Now, as we understood why AI in sales, let us understand इनके components क्या हैं. AI in sales में there are certain components which I'm just quickly highlighting on your screen to have a look into. AI in sales will help you do those predictive analytics. अब when it comes to predictive analytics, of course, जब आप ऐसा नहीं है कि आप किसी क्लाइंट या कस्टमर के साथ बात कर रहे हैं, उसने कहा कि हाँ मेरी ये प्रॉब्लम है, आई एम लुकिंग फॉर अ सोल्यूशन. तो अगर आपको लग रहा है हाँ ठीक है, आई एम गिविंग, यू आर सेलिंग योर प्रोडक्ट और अ सोल्यूशन टू दैट कस्टमर और अ क्लाइंट, एंड देन यू आर प्रिटी श्योर कि हाँ ये तो अब लेने ही वाला है हमसे, ही इज गोना प्रोक्योर इट फ्रॉम अस. बट maybe it might happen later on, uska decision change ho jata hai, and he moves out from buying it from you and moves it to somebody else, right? So there is when maybe आपका prediction जो आपने किया था, you were very 100% sure shot कि भाई मैंने इससे बात की है, मैं इससे मिला हूँ, I have shown the features of my product, demo भी दिया हुआ है, and the customer, the client was very happy, yes yes करके we ended up our communication. So my prediction is that customer for sure है, but it might at times it happens that they might not go with you, or rather go with buying your services or products. So वहां पे challenge आता है, अगर there is something in place which can help you predict if that client or customer is gonna buy your product or service, that will be of course be very helpful for you, correct? So that is where analytics, predictive analytics from AI will help you have those numbers and details and category wise bucket listed data, which can help you further in your decision making. Now, next is natural language processing, NLP. Neuro linguistic programming wali NLP nahi hai. This is about natural language processing. The examples is chatbot, AI chatbots. And on AI chatbots, I would share is even the big companies, the big names in the industries out in the corporates, okay, even they are using AI chatbots for that matter of even interviewing, okay, and virtual interviewing a candidate at the very first place when the candidate is supposed to be getting hired or not in future, right? So the very first step starts itself with virtual hiring, or wahan pe hi they have started with using AI chatbots. So they are actually saving their time for introducing a manpower or an employee internally from the organization to take out their time, energy, and resources and sit in person or on the screen with the hiring candidate and have that all required discussions. So they are moved out, rather save those time and let that employee continue with their work. Let these chatbots help the company in reaching their role of hiring the right candidate for the right profile. So that's where NLP comes into the picture. The next component of AI in sales is personalization. Again, personalization, all of us have experienced about these personalizations, correct? हम आज के डेट में कहीं भी जाते हैं, say for example, आज yesterday itself I went to my daughter's school and there was a career fair. So all of those Nursi Monjis, Bits Pilani, all the big brands had come across to give their offerings on what kind of courses are available in from their end. But at the end of the discussion, of course, they were doing a sales that was in person. Okay. At the end of the discussion, they asked you, आप अपना मोबाइल नंबर दे दीजिए. And I was very clear that I will not give away my mobile number. If you want to have any communications, maybe email ID is what I'm okay with giving away. So that is where now that from today or maybe from Monday, we'll start getting those communications from these institutes or educational firms कि आपने ये discussion किया था, so this is what we are offering you on law, on engineering, or finance courses whatsoever. So that's where personalization comes into the picture. They cannot randomly send a single mail to all the people, those who had come to their counters, right? Correct. So they were doing sales, but they had varieties of people visiting, right, to their counters to have an idea about. Some may go with a decided course. Some may have come to explore. So for each of those clients and customers, you'll have to do a personalized communication. That is where AI will help you in having those personalized communication in each of your leads or prospects. The next component is on the automation part. Of course, when you talk about AI, automation is something by default into consideration. And जब आप automation की बात करते हैं तो automation के लिए we have been using when I was in my last organization, जो हमारा CRM था, आई मीन द कस्टमर रिसोर्स मैनेजमेंट जो यूज होता था, वहां पे दे यूज टू यूज Zoho CRM and Salesforce. HubSpot, I have heard about it, but I have not personally experienced it. So automation tools are these examples from CRM that I mentioned, that the companies, or rather you can start using or utilizing to leverage how AI can use those data from these tools and help you have a better decision making. So with this, we have touched up upon what are the key components of AI in sales. So moving on to the next slide, okay, AI powered predictive lead qualification. Of course, sales, when it comes to sales, it is all about leads. हमारी leads कहाँ से आएंगी? And to specifically highlight for this slide is the small businesses or the startups जिनके पास they don't have a budget, they don't have that high budget, they don't have that kind of high manpower to be invested कि so that आप इतने कॉल्स करिए, आप इतने ईमेल्स करिए, आप उनको जाकर मिलिए इन पर्सन एंड गेट दोज लीड्स डेटा, एंड देन वील सिट ऑन दैट, मेक इट कन्वर्ट इट इनटू एक्सेल फॉर्मेट, देन वील सिट ऑन इट. So might be challenges for these small firms, right? Small businesses or startups or the organization. So वहां पे एक तो होता है कि इंट्यूशन बेस्ड अप्रोच है, राइट? जो ओल्ड वाली सेल्स टेक्निक थी उसमें हम इंट्यूशन बेस पे चलते थे. नाउ विद एआई वी आर मूविंग इनटू डेटा ड्रिवन इनसाइट, सो इट इज मोर अबाउट स्मार्टर डिसीजंस. एंड trust me, even if it is a small organization or a startup, or if it is a big organization, smarter decisions everybody wants to do, correct, with a high targeted engagement. करेक्ट. सो आपके जो डेटा ड्रिवन इंसाइट्स आपको मिलते हैं विद एआई टूल्स अगर आप यूज करते हैं, सो आपकी प्रिसिशन बढ़ जाती है, आपकी पर्सनलाइजेशन भी काफी इंप्रूव हो जाती है. ओके, सो हमारा बायर बिहेवियर भी शिफ्ट हो रहा है आज के डेट में. ऑफ कोर्स वी आर अवेयर अबाउट इट कि हमारा बायर बिहेवियर इज मोर गॉन ऑन द डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स. हम अभी बहुत ही हार्डली, अगर आप जैसे आप ब्लिंकिट यूज करते हो, जेप्टो यूज करते हो, इफ अगर मेरा टाइम सेव हो रहा है, आई वुड नॉट गेट ready and go step out of my house and go to a grocery shop or an outlet or a mall for that matter कि अगर मेरा टाइम सेव हो रहा है तो ठीक है, आई डोंट माइंड स्पेंडिंग मनी, करेक्ट. सो विद दैट बायर बिहेवियर शिफ्टिंग काफी तेजी से चल रही है. एंड इन दिस सिनेरियो हाइपर पर्सनलाइजेशन का होना और हमारी डिजिटल फर्स्ट जर्नीज है उनको केटर करने के लिए हमारी जो प्रोडक्ट और सर्विस ऑफरिंग्स हैं जिस कंपनीज और इंडिविजुअल्स के थ्रू, उनका पिक्चर में होना बहुत जरूरी है. बिकॉज हमारा डेटा इज सो ओवरलोडेड, बट हमारे एक्शनेबल इंसाइट्स के लिए हमारे जो चैलेंज आ रहा है वहां पे हमें एआई का स्ट्रेटेजिक टूल यूज करना इंपॉर्टेंट और इन कम्स इनटू द पिक्चर. बिकॉज what I think is AI is not just a tool which we are going to use. It is basically a strategic enabler for you as an individual, for your enabler for your organization or for your company, right? So lead generations pay will come up on those on that topic as well. So as on this screen you can see predictive lead qualification. हम मैंने ये स्लाइड पे जस्ट क्विकली आई हैव जस्ट ट्राइड टू कीप इट एज सिंपल सो दैट इट इज इजियर फॉर अस टू अंडरस्टैंड कि हमारे पास रॉ लीड डेटा काफी होती है. मे बी वी हैव स्ट्रगल्ड अ लॉट, हमने काफी मेहनत करी है, वी हैव गॉन टू पीपल एंड मेट देम, हमने सीआरएम से डेटास निकाला है, सम और द अदर वे वी हैव टेकन द रॉ लीड डेटा फ्रॉम across verticals, right? सो वहां से हमने डेटा कलेक्ट तो कर लिया. जो डाइवर्स सोर्सेज हो सकते हैं, मे बी आई व्हाट कम्स टू माय माइंड इज वेबसाइट से हम लीड की डेटा ले सकते हैं, आईवीआर के थ्रू अगर हमने रीच आउट किया है हमारे क्लाइंट्स को तो उस पे जो हमारे पास डेटा अवेलेबल हुई है उससे ले सकते हैं. एसएमएस, ऑफ कोर्स वी डोंट यूज एसएमएस लॉट ऑन आवर डेज, बट दिस इज ऑफ कोर्स स्टिल आपके ओटीपीज जो होते हैं, आपके जो गवर्नमेंट, हमने अभी रिसेंटली टैक्स फाइलिंग की तो उनके जो कम्युनिकेशंस आती हैं, दैट आल्सो कम्स ऑन एसएमएस, करेक्ट? सो दैट आर दीज आर द डिफरेंट सोर्सेज जहां से मैं वेब से ले सकती हूँ, वेब से ले सकती हूँ, आईवीआर से ले सकती हूँ, वेबसाइट से ले सकती हूँ, कॉल से ले सकती हूँ. सो दीज आर ऑल डिफरेंट चैनल्स. तो वहां से मैंने डेटा कलेक्ट कर लिया. अब इस डेटा को आई हैव टू इंटीग्रेट, करेक्ट? सो आई हैव टू पुट इट इनटू अ यूनिफाइड व्यू. So I remember is maybe 10 years before, when I used to work for a telecom company, there used to be a manpower, an employee, dedicated manpower on an employee. The person has to sit full time on taking those data from the SAP platform or from the CRM, and then used to sit and manually bucket it across कि ये वेब का डेटा लीड है, ये वेब का लीड है, ये आईवीआर से लीड आई हुई है. सो ये डिफरेंट लीड जनरेशन की डेटा वो उसे मैनुअली बैठ के करनी होती थी. सो अब उसे बैठ के फिर देन बीइंग इन द बिजनेस टीम यूज टू कम एंड हैव दोस डिस्कशंस विद हिम कि ओके व्हाट इज योर एनालिसिस, व्हाट इज योर इन्फरेंसेस. So integration of data used to be done manually prior. Abhi we'll have to combine those data into a unified view for us to have a clarity on what is the output at this stage. Okay. And then we'll have to build a profile of our leads. So building that profile is, say, for example, you have a website, you have social media pages. आपके लिए आपका user, you can keep a track with AI into the picture that, say for example, an XYZ user have come up on your websites. X user ने आके 2 मिनट ही spend किया आपसे आपके website पे, though that is the website study, and from that you are developing a profile of the X lead. Okay. In case of Y, the Y lead जो आपके prospect जो आपके maybe I would say आपके landing page पे आता है, home page पे, but maybe he is spending another 10 minutes. तो with AI you can use those patterns कि वो landing page से next किस पे उसने click किया, from that till which page for that 10 minutes उसका consumer behavior कैसा था आपके website पे, correct? And with this maybe this third Z client जो Z prospect है, lead है, maybe that person has spent 15 minutes and he has actually downloaded or bought something from your website or bought some product or service from you. So on those areas we can utilize the calculation parameters as website पे specially आप तीन चीजों का ध्यान रख सकते हैं. सीपीयू, दैट इज कॉस्ट पर यूजर मॉडल पे आपका ये होता है अरेंजमेंट. सीपीडी होता है कॉस्ट पर डाउनलोड. इफ लीड इज कमिंग एंड फ्रॉम द लैंडिंग पेज ही इज गोइंग एट द एंड एंड डाउनलोडिंग some content and also buying it. So this is what the separate terminologies which I just shared with you. On these parameters आप अपने website पे जो आपकी leads आ रही हैं, and all of us, I guess, if you are a trainer, if you are into sales, if you are in any profile, आजकल people are getting into self entrepreneurship mode, right? So we do have our own websites also, to just to market them. So we can keep those AI tools leveraged, as in हम अपनी website से भी ये data निकाल सकते हैं. And at the end, what do we land up with? It's an enriched lead profile, correct? And the next figure which you can look on your screen is on the lead intent assessment. It's not about that एक lead आया, उसने 10 मिनट आपके लैंडिंग पेज या आपके इंस्टाग्राम या आपके फेसबुक फॉर दैट मैटर या आपका यू कंटेंट देख लिया. सो आपने देखा कि वो he or she has visited, बट क्या उसका इंटेंट है? पीपल नाउअडेज जस्ट फॉर एक जस्ट आई वुड से जस्ट टू पास देयर टाइम, चलो ठीक है देख लेते हैं, देयर इज नो हार्म, आई मीन देयर इज नो हार्म इन माय इन्वेस्टिंग ऑफ माय टाइम. सो इन दिस केस हाउ विल यू गेट टू नो दैट इस यूजर का इंटेंट क्या है? ये जो हमारे पास लीड आई तो है, लेकिन क्या इसका इंटेंट है टू बाई और गेट कनेक्टेड विथ अस टू बाई आवर प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विसेज? दैट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो हमारी जो पेज विजिट्स पे जो लीड इंटरेक्ट करता है, उसमें से जो कंटेंट डाउनलोड कर रहा है और उसमें से जो मे बी हमसे ईमेल पे एंगेज हो रहा है, जहां आपका पॉज वाला ऑप्शन है ही नहीं. सो इनके से फॉर एग्जांपल आपको सिर्फ नेक्स्ट 10 days के लिए आपको ईमेल कैंपेन्स भेजने हैं, उसके बाद मे बी यू हैव डिसाइडेड टू गिव अ ब्रेक, एंड मे बी आफ्टर दैट ब्रेक यू विल हैव टू रिज्यूम बैक. So with MailChimp, there's no pause thing. You will have to continue. You will have invested money. वो आपका पैसे डिडक्ट होते ही हैं बाय डिफॉल्ट. सो आपका जो एक होता है कि पे पर यूसेज मॉडल में थोड़ा सा यहाँ चैलेंज है ऑन MailChimp. Brevo comparatively to MailChimp is a better option to go for. So if you would like to just give a try on the email campaigns part for your business, of course, yes, you can try MailChimp and compare it with Brevo as well. एंड हम जो एड एंगेजमेंट्स करते हैं विथ आवर क्लाइंट्स ऑन, आई मीन आई वुड से ऑन दोज लाइंस, नेटफ्लिक्स हमसे हमारे पास एड्स भेजता है, सेलिब्रिटी एड्स हमारे पास न्यूज़पेपर्स में आते ही हैं, राइट? सो ऑन दोज ऑल्सो वी एंगेज एज अ लीड, एज अ प्रोस्पेक्ट, वी एंगेज विद देम, राइट? वी हैव ऑल दोज सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स एंड डिफरेंट चैनल्स और सोर्सेज जहाँ पे हम कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं उनसे. सो द पर्सन हु इज एक्चुअली टेकिंग आउट डेटा फ्रॉम दिस, यहाँ अगर आप एआई इंक्लूड करते हैं तो इन सब चीजों के साथ आपको उनका बाइंग इंटेंट भी समझ आता है. सो एआई विल हेल्प यू अंडरस्टैंड दोज लीड का इंटेंट, विच इज वेरी वेरी एंड इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट. सो इफ यू आर डूइंग द लीड प्रोफाइल एनरिचमेंट प्रोसेस, उसके साथ आपको पैरेलली क्लब करना होगा ऑन द इंटेंट ऑल्सो. अगर इंटेंट नहीं है तो यू आर एक्चुअली लैंडिंग अप वेस्टिंग योर टाइम एनर्जी इनटू अ लीड विच इज एक्चुअली नॉट गेटिंग कन्वर्टेबल. Okay, so this slide was just to quickly give you an idea about how AI can power your predictive lead qualification. Of course, ये ultimately हमारे लिए क्यों यूजफुल है? As you can see on your screen, हमारे सेल्स टारगेट्स एक्सीड हो जाते हैं, जो कि हमारा अल्टीमेट गोल है, करेक्ट? एंड हमारे कन्वर्जन रेट्स भी काफी इंप्रूव हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि हमारा कस्टमर एंगेजमेंट है वो एनहांस कर लिया बिकॉज ऑफ यूजिंग एआई इन प्लेस. एंड इट ऑफ कोर्स अफेक्ट्स दी सेल्स ऑल्सो. हमारा जो रिस्पॉन्स टाइम है, कस्टमर सर्विस जो हम देते हैं या हम क्लाइंट सर्विस दे रहे हैं, उसका रिस्पॉन्स टाइम भी काफी कम हो गया है, करेक्ट? एंड वो हमारे इंटरेक्शंस भी काफी इम्प्रोवाइज हो जाते हैं. हमारे पास जितनी भी लीड्स आई हैं, वी कैन राउट देम एफिशिएंटली. कैसे? बिकॉज वी कैन एफिशिएंटली डू द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ लीड्स टू द डिफरेंट सेल्स रेप्स. ओके, सो अगर से फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझे लग रहा है ये लीड 2 महीने बाद मे बी शायद कन्वर्ट हो, सो मे बी आई हैंड इट ओवर टू समबडी एल्स टू टेक केयर ऑफ दैट लीड एंड falling into that bucket or category. The ones which are closely having high chances of closing early, maybe we have a team, we can route it to the concern team for taking it up on the next steps. So lead routing हमारी with AI powered predictive analysis काफी improve हो जाती है, और rep की coaching भी होती है. That rep की coaching होना भी बहुत जरूरी है, जहाँ की हम training and guidance हमारे sales teams के लिए on and on उनकी training करवाते हैं कि ये हमारा AI tool है, ये आप आज तक अभी तक ये आप कर रहे थे, this is our tool, if you start utilizing them, how will it help you? For that we'll have to train your team or your employees, right? So training and guidance भी हमारा ये one of the benefits है. Now, as I was speaking about the lead generation, well, to keep considering into the time constraints, this slide, if you want, you can take a screenshot quickly. Lucia, Apollo AI, Rocket Reach, and Zoom Info. Yeah, am I audible? Just to quick check in the middle of this talk. Am I audible?
You're audible, but you glitch sometimes.
Okay, I'm
Yeah.
glitching sometimes.
Hmm.
Oh,
I think the network is little poor. Yeah. Otherwise, it's okay.
okay.
Hmm.
Okay, I have no clue which areas, I mean, which put a time stamp I had that glitch.
Hmm.
Well, I just hope the share is still working out for all of you.
Yeah,
So
share
on
is
this
working.
slide, as you can see, if you can. Okay, fine. Thank you. So ये आपके lead generation tools हैं which you can easily use, and I quickly highlighted on the left side, अगर आप देख सकते हैं under the feature column, database size, pros, ease of use, CRM integrations आपको कैसे एक्सेल है, प्राइसिंग क्या है इनकी, और इनकी सपोर्ट ऑप्शंस क्या है. Say for example, I'll quickly go touch base on Lucia and Apollo. Lucia का database size is 100 million plus. Apollo AI अगर आप यूज करते हैं, so it will give you 220 million plus. प्रोज आपके अगर आप लूशा यूज करते हैं तो आपके पास AI वेरीफाइड डेटा है और आपके ब्राउजर एक्सटेंशंस भी अवेलेबल हैं. With browser extension, I mean is when you go on your device and just go on your Google or Chrome search web page, वहाँ पे as a free extension only you can start downloading this AI tools and start using them. Okay, and in when you see on Apollo, it is having an advanced filtering option. Say for example, एक lead को आपको category करनी है, so आपका location मुंबई है. Maybe you can change it to हैदराबाद, दिल्ली for that matter. फिर उस लोकेशन के बाद आपके पास एक और फिल्टर है कि आप किस तरह के डेजिग्नेशन एम्प्लॉयज या लीड्स को ढूंढ रहे हो. मे बी अगर मैं किसी कॉर्पोरेट क्लाइंट को ढूंढ रही हूँ, सो मे बी आई एम लुकिंग आउट फॉर CHROs in specific or CPOs or CFOs. So I'll have a drop down, select as only CHROs in that case. So that is where advanced filtering will come into the picture. और आपके CRM integrations के साथ भी काम करता है Apollo, and it gives you the intent, the lead intent का data also. Okay, and ease of use, as you can see, quick on the 4 lead generation tools. The highest ease of use is with Lucia, and next is Apollo and Rocket Reach. The last, which I have put it on the comparison chart, is on the Zoom info. But all 4 of you can use basis your requirements. And CRM integration, जैसे आप देख सकते हैं, Lucia gets integrated. CRM integrations in case of Apollo, it is apart from the ones which Lucia offers. Outreach or Zapier is an additional integration, CRM integration, which it offers you. And on browser extension, all 4 of these tools can be easily utilized, or rather you can go ahead using them on your browsers directly. Free trial, very important question and very important parameter. क्या ये tools free हैं? Yes, all of these tools are free. Hence you can see all yes in that against all those tools. Pricing आपका मैंने यहाँ mention किया हुआ है. Lucia is charging you $49 per user per month. They don't have a directly per month model. As a user, you can pay some particular amount for a month basis. Apollo, of course, again 49. It is matching on the pricing as to compared to Lucia. Rocket Reach is giving you a flexibility. आप जितना दिन use करना चाहते हैं, जितना time के लिए आप use करना चाहते हैं, you can pay us as usage. Okay, and Zoom is giving you custom and slab based pricing. Say for example, 10 days का इतना है, monthly इतना है, and accordingly if you want to have a subscription entire year, they also do that. On the support option, when it's not about just using those tools, right? We also look forward to have the support option, because हमने AI components वाली slide पे जो देखा, NLP वाला, राइट, नेचुरल लैंग्वेज प्रोसेसिंग में, जहां AI चैटबॉट्स आते हैं पिक्चर में. सो ऑन दोज एरियाज दीज टूल्स आल्सो गिव यू सपोर्ट ऑप्शंस. फोन पे तो है ही, ऑनलाइन 24/7 लाइव सपोर्ट मिलता है. एंड विद Zoom इन्फो, द एडिशनल एडवांटेज वो जो दे रहा है कंपैरेटिव अदर फीचर्स, they'll give you a support. Hence I've tried to put it in the shortest tabular format for you all to have a quick look, because okay, I guess am I audible now? I got a screen error saying there was instability in my connection. Is it okay? Is it loud and clear still? Okay, great, thank you. So Zoom Info is giving you a supported account manager additional. तो आप directly वो आपको reach out करेगा, आपके जो queries हैं, you don't have to wait for the system to respond back. You can directly speak to that person and get your queries resolved. So with this, I hope this slide was useful. As far as lead generation अगर आप देख रहे हैं, तो this slide is pretty useful for you. Moving on to the next, predictive lead qualification. हमने lead generation तो कर लिया, अब उसको qualify करना भी equally important है, correct? So on those areas, of course, there are many number of tools available out in the market, but I've just kept 2 tools, that is LeadZen and Exceed.ai. Again, the features wise अगर आप देखें तो it is best for India focused. अगर आप B2B sales target कर रहे हैं तो LeadZen आपके लिए ज्यादा बेटर होगा. और ऑटोमेटेड क्वालिफिकेशन एंड फॉलोअप के लिए अगर आप लुक आउट कर रहे हैं तो Exceed.ai is what something can be used up. Key features में से as you can see, with LeadZen you will get AI powered lead enrichment. आपकी regional based targeting भी करके देगा और आपकी real time scoring भी देगा. And wherein it comes to Exceed.ai, आपके AI chatbots come into the picture. They'll help you nurture those leads, qualify them, and also schedule a meeting with them. Pricing and access point feature point of view से LeadZen में आपके tiered plans हैं. बट इनका स्ट्रॉन्गर इंडिया में कवरेज है. तो based on tier 1 2 3 they have plans accordingly. Exceed.ai is majorly used for the enterprises, and but of course, yes, after apart from the enterprise pricing, they also give you a strong automation features. Notes, as in, I would not highlight. I felt I should not be highlighting as in notes, because there, I mean, there are many number of n number of parameters and different tools as well. So I've kept it none as of now. So these are the two tools which I wanted to highlight on lead qualification and give you a quick comparison. So now we move on to the personalized customer engagement, that too using AI, hence AI powered. Why is there a need of doing a personalized customer engagement? The answer is on your screen. You will have to have deep understanding of your consumer behavior. जो लीड आपके पास आ रही है उसका बिहेवियर क्या है, right? Intent spoke about in just few couple of slides before. So customer के insights हमको वहां से मिलते हैं. Psychographic profiles हमें मिलती हैं. That helps those personality and decision making styles. इस customer का decision making style कैसा है? It takes longer for him to come on a decision, या फिर quickly 2 minutes में just browse किया, पसंद आ गया, bye man, I'm just going ahead with buying this product or service. So this helps you understand your consumer का behavior style. Sentiment analysis, intent तो हमने समझ लिया. Okay, sentiment क्या है उसके? Emotional tone है जब आप उनसे communicate कर रहे हो, क्या उनका engagement जो वो आपसे करते हैं, do they have an emotional or rude or a rash tone of talking or communication? That also gives you a good amount of AI will help you having those sentiment analysis. Website behavior, we have already touched this point. Website पे CPU data, again, we also had a look on those CRM tools and how the different varied AI tools can utilize data from CRM. तो वहाँ पे हमारा information जो CRM से मिलता है उस पे हमारी decision making depend होती है. Moving on to the next, how to personalize sales recommendations using AI. Now that we understood that why personalized communication is important, how do you do it using AI is the next thing, right? You can either give recommendations to your client about your product, correct? Yeah, if you are into selling your service, you can recommend them for taking your services. And if you are, say, for example, you're an OTT platform service provider or content provider, you can give your content recommendations. So these three categories are umbrella categories. In these categories, when it comes to a product, if you are in sales, suggest the products based on consumer का या आपके customer का purchase history क्या है. Blinkit करता है वो. For that matter, most of the e-commerce platform brands do it. They try to understand कि आपका purchase history क्या रहा है, आपने ज्यादा कौन सी चीजें खरीदी है और आप प्रेफर किस तरह की चीजें करते हो. प्राइसिंग ज्यादा होना चाहिए तो यू प्रेफर, या फिर प्राइसिंग लो, फिल्टर आप किस तरह से लगाते हैं. सो बेसिस ऑन दोज अंडरस्टैंडिंग प्रोडक्ट आप रेकमेंड करते हैं. इफ यू आर इनटू सर्विस इंडस्ट्री, आप ऑफर करिए वो सर्विसेज दैट कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स योर कस्टमर्स नीड्स एंड ऑल्सो इट हेल्प्स यू हैव दोज डेटा फ्रॉम देयर पास्ट इंटरेक्शंस. ओके, एंड से फॉर एग्जांपल ऑन कंटेंट रिकमेंडेशंस, ओटीटी पे नेटफ्लिक्स का एग्जांपल लेते हैं तो इट हैज टू प्रोवाइड यू रेलेवेंट कंटेंट. इफ आई एम मोर ऑफ इनटू आई वुड से कोर्ट रिलेटेड वेब सीरीज अगर मुझे देखनी है, सो आई वुड मे बी BLLB 3 देखनी है. हाँ, आई डोंट वांट टू सी सैयारा फॉर दैट मैटर. सो ऑफ कोर्स नेटफ्लिक्स विल ओनली रेकमेंड मी दिस तरह के जॉनर के contents, so that I am engaging with those platform, and that's how I'm building a trust also, right? It's a two-way trust. So this is how these three criteria, product, service and content पे आप अपने sales recommendations using AI कर सकते हैं. This is a quick example how Meesho and Blinkit does that to us. As you can see in that Blinkit screenshot, they are mentioning to me that my Blinkit order has been delivered and here's my voucher code. And if at all, that's my movie voucher code from district. Maybe it's a Friday evening and वो data से उसे पता है कि I'm a dedicated movie goer. So hence that Blinkit has giving me a voucher code which I can think of. I mean, of course, I'm saving my money. So I'll go ahead with that voucher code, and Blinkit has successfully done it. Okay, anybody knows what has Blinkit recently launched as a service offering on its platform? Does anybody know? really look forward to have this answer from somebody in the forum. You can unmute and answer it if you know. We know that Blinkit पे हम क्या क्या चीजें खरीदते हैं, but what is the latest and the newest offering which has been offered by Blinkit to us?
सब चीजें फ्री दे रहे हैं क्या by any chance in 10 minutes flat?
That is, of course, you reach a certain pricing point, they give you extra dhania for that matter, या
धनिया
फिर extra peanut.
I was
Apart from that, the latest move which they have done,
अच्छा
and it's a very unique move. Trust me, it's a very unique move. Maybe it might not come to the mind also. So just to quickly share, it is about the foreign exchange cards, forex cards, and with a zero balance.
आशीष
And
पोरवा says
within 10
they are
minutes, अगर
giving
आप travel,
हाँ
sorry, Ashish is saying,
आशीष is saying कि घर मुफ्त में दे रहे हैं. That will be great. House.
घर मुफ्त में दे रहे हैं. Okay, I'll have to check on those
अरे
areas if
नहीं
it is
बाबा, this is
falling into
sarcasm.
that category.
All wishful
Even I was
thinking.
doing the same. I mean, my
All
statement was a
wishful
sarcasm for
thinking.
that
Yeah.
matter. But to genuinely share, forex cards have been offered by they have Blinkit has tied up with those forex cards, and now they're offering it with a zero balance. I mean, trust me. I mean, how useful is it gonna to be to the customers? Those who are actually looking for saving time on recharging it, या फिर minimum keeping a minimum balance on those cards, right? So this is the latest and the next move. Maybe Blinkit is the next performer of the year award. शायद Blinkit को जाए, but they are trying hard to keep the pace in the market. Famous, of course, we know about this. It's these two comparison of the Meesho slides I've specifically put it in the slide is it's not about just about आप feedback ले रहे हैं या फिर आप कोई product additional suggest कर रहे हैं. Apart from these, they are also using the language comparison mode. See, आप देखिए वो हिंदी में भी मुझे मैसेज कर रहे हैं. नमस्ते मीशो दोस्त, हमारे मूल्यवान मीशो ग्राहक बनने के लिए धन्यवाद. कृपया ऐप पर विजिट करें और हमें अपना फीडबैक दें. आपकी राय हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है. This is the similar message as in the same message is being written in English also. So they are catering to their end users on a language comfortability or a proficiency based as well. That is, of course, very nice of them. Specific language understanding person, I may not understand the other one, correct? So this is the way you target your customer and maybe leverage which areas are the challenge points. So this was a very practical examples of the e-commerce platform. Netflix is another example. Most of us, I'm sure, we are on OTT and we watch those web series. So Netflix is a very good example of how it is utilizing AI features, or rather utilizing leveraging AI tools into its offering. You can see it is giving you profile information, age, gender, language, location के हिसाब से, time and date. मेरा time और date भी है उसके पास. Which तरह का मैंने किस तरह के टाइटल वॉच किए थे कंटेंट, which kind of a device am I using to stream those contents on my for me to view, correct? मेरा वॉच पैटर्न कैसा है, मैं एड स्किप करती हूँ या आई एम जस्ट लाइक काफी लंबा है फास्ट फॉरवर्ड कर लिया, मेरा पैटर्न अंडरस्टैंडिंग कर लिया. व्हाट वेदर आई एम वॉचिंग एन एंटायर मूवी और अ टीवी सीरीज, या फिर आई जस्ट वॉच बिंज वॉच, शॉर्ट में देख लिया, गेट एन आइडिया, बस मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट. नो, number of searches and what actually did I search for, और मेरा ब्राउजिंग हिस्ट्री which is very very important for them because वहां से वो डेटा सिर्फ उन्हें मिलता है, वो सिर्फ they just don't look at it, they sit and analyze and take out an inference out of it. That is how Netflix is trying to leverage those AI features and AI tools into its offering to the end user or the customer for that matter. Okay. Again, AI sales and forecasting, quickly highlighting, I guess we are almost end of the time. So just few more slides, 2-3 slides more. So on the AI sales forecasting features, अगर आप AI use करते हैं आपके forecasting के लिए, तो आपकी जो major areas of attainability होगी, you will be able to do the live pipeline monitoring, predictive modeling आपकी काफी detailed हो जाएगी. आप health की scoring भी कर सकते हैं with respect to health scoring. What is I mean is like assess the health of individual deals to prioritize the efforts. अगर आपकी कोई डील किसी स्टेज पर अटकी हुई है, आप उसका एक डील हेल्थ स्कोरिंग कर सकते हैं यूजिंग एआई कि should I put more efforts? Yeah, how much effort should I put into this kind of a deal so as to reach to my final goal? Scenario simulation. I can simulate different sales scenarios to understand my potential outcomes. Team की performance insights. ये आप as a sales leader, as a sales reporting manager, अगर आपके reporting manager हैं sales team में, for them this is a very important feature and the way to rather leverage out. And integration with your business integration tools, you can intelligence tools, which is used for comprehensive reporting. So overall, these are the forecasting features if you are incorporating AI into your sales. This is a very common slide. I've been seeing this big billion days on Flipkart and Amazon Pay, Great Indian Sale. But okay, I would like to have a feedback or a response from anybody on in the forum. Is it genuine? Of course, these people are using, these brands are using AI, but ये क्या totally 100% genuine है? ये 50% discount, 90% discount? What is your thought process? Yes or no? Any responses? Okay, am I audible? Okay, great. So is it a scam? Are we aware about it? So as I mentioned to you in my first takeaway slide, as the titles to be covered slide, I had told about that I'll be sharing one of the hacks to save, to for you to say get your money saved, because हम आज के डेट में फ्लिपकार्ट, मिंत्रा, अमेजॉन, ये सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स पे देख रहे हैं कि आफ्टर दिस जीएसटी कट ऑफ थिंग हैपेंड ऑन 22nd, वी आर रियली लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड कि जितना हम खरीद सकें, बिकॉज वी विल बी लैंडिंग अप विथ हैविंग प्रॉफिट. So there's this app which I'll just quickly go through a short video for you to have a look into. Using that, you can actually save a lot of money when you and do a lot of savings specifically during this festive season. Okay, I'll just quickly play this video. This is my second last slide.
Deepika can't hear the video. I mean, can't hear the audio.
Sorry, Pallavi?
Can't hear the audio. Is there audio
Oh.
here playing? Yeah.
It does have an audio. I'll have to go back, stop sharing, and again, I guess I'll have to check on the Zoom.
Yeah. You could do that. No issues. It is a very interesting app. We would all like to know more about it. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I'll have to stop share then, Pallavi, in that case.
Yeah.
This is my second last slide.
No issues. Yeah.
Okay. Give me a minute, please. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
Click on price history extension button on the top right corner. This will take you directly to the Chrome web store. From there, simply click add to Chrome to install the BuyHatK extension. So in this, you can products best price where the product is actually less. You can also check the price history of the product from the last 3 months and also find the lowest price as well as the average price of the product during this period. And yeah, you can also set price drop alerts for your favorite products and let BuyHatK notify you through email when prices drop for your desired item. There is an auto coupon option in which it automatically provides you the best coupons and discounts during the payment checkout time. There is also a Ditto advanced search AI feature with which you can find similar products at cheaper prices. So BuyHatke works with Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra, Ajio and 100 plus online stores. So what are you waiting for? Download BuyHatke extension and upgrade your shopping experience.
Was it audible now?
Extension,
Was
click
the
on
video audible to you? I hope the video.
Yeah, we were able to see it. Yeah. And hear it. Because your screen is frozen. Yeah.
I hope. Yeah, I hope the video was audible.
Yeah, it was audible. We saw
Okay,
the
okay,
we saw.
great.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just
BuyHatke.
ending up with just one more slide.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for that technical glitch.
Mm.
Okay, so at the end, what I wanted to share after that, we have spent 1 hour taking out our precious time today. If you want to adopt and 10x your work, okay, you'll have to decide whether you want to do this and or get left behind everyone if you're not using AI into your work related, or as a sales team, are you not utilizing those tools into your work? Okay, so it's up to you to decide which side of the screen options are you want to falling into. Of course, I would want to adopt and 10x my work, so I'll always fall into that rocket wala thing criteria. And with that, I end today's talk and today's share of mine. Uh, any questions if you have on those sharings which we were done? And also to before we take up the questions, I would like to inform about the next session. Maybe you might be curious because we are Curious Catalyst is into the AI series, upcoming AI series for all of us. So it is gonna be by the industry expert, Mr. Vinod Nair, who is an expert in AI-driven financial intelligence and learning. The topic is supercharging trade finance on practical Gen AI solutions. Block the dates, 5th of October, timing 11 to 12 noon. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, hi. Deepika, it was a real eye-opening session. Okay, especially I like that part on lead scoring and lead generation, because lead generation is an issue. I think with not just large organizations. I feel large organizations can still afford so many of these
Correct.
new products they have invested into. They also have huge teams, right? But
Correct.
it is the MSMEs and the mid-sized organization who can get left behind. But I think with AI, we can really catch up with them. And
Absolutely.
I think the competition, the field does get flattened, is what I feel after using these tools. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. It was a real eye opener. Any questions? Please go ahead and ask. We're here. I think everybody is scrambling onto that buyhatke.com. देख रहे हैं कि भैया कुछ मिल रहा
Maybe
है क्या?
they have moved from Hatke on the Zoom to the Buy Hatke
And also maybe
platform.
Blinkit. So that was also another
Yeah,
interesting thing.
might
See,
be.
yeah, because you see, Forex cards, I remember that, okay, Chetan is thanking you. Reena has already thanked you for this session.
Thank you, Reena. Thank you,
Yeah.
Chetan.
Forex cards, again, the usual process is what we do is we go to a bank and then their commission. I'm pretty sure Blinkit also maybe having their own commissions, but the ease is also
Absolutely.
great. Yeah,
Correct. The ease is what?
ease is
Time
great.
factor.
Yeah.
Yeah. This Buy Hatke, I can see on the chat is in paid app. No, it's a free thing. So
It's a
it will
free app.
actually help you save a lot because same product, because of the festivities, there will be certain pricing. The same product was sold at a pretty lower price some time ago. So all those AI features will actually help you have this entire 3 months old data also by yourself. Apart from
Okay.
the Buy Hatke app also offering it to you, it is for your to leverage and be the best of investing your money.
Ashish Porwal has a question. So can you touch upon
Yeah.
lead generation in B2B?
Sorry, lead generation. And what is the okay? I'll have to
The
check
lead generation in
before.
B2B. Yeah. So question is, can you touch upon
Yeah,
lead
can you
generation
touch
in
upon? Sure,
B2B?
Ashish. Thank
Yeah,
you for that. Yeah, thank you.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you, Ashish, for that question. I'll surely, I had already shared about the lead generation tools in my talk. If you were there apart during that time, B2B model में अगर हम lead generation करना चाहते हैं, तो I had mentioned about a slide where I quickly gave a comparison about Lucia, Apollo, Rocket Reach, and Zoom Info. So these were the four platforms which actually can help you. And I personally have utilized, I was in a business development team in one of the big organization. So on those, and that work profile, we before finding out, taking out a lead or rather doing lead generation, we used to use these platforms, and it was pretty decent, I would say. Apollo and Zoom Info were comparatively better. Lead के लिए जनरेशन के लिए आप रॉकेट रीच भी यूज कर सकते हैं. दैट विल गिव यू मोर फिल्टर्ड बेस्ड डेटा कि आप डेजिग्नेशन क्या देख रहे हैं, और उस डेजिग्नेशन में आप टीम लीडर के अंडर भी कोई पर्टिकुलर क्राइटेरिया है तो दे विल गिव यू स्पेसिफिक फर्दर फिल्टर्स ऑप्शन. सो आपका आप फिल्टर डिटेल डाल के देन इट विल कम अप विद दोज लीड का कॉन्टैक्ट नंबर, ईमेल आईडीज फॉर दैट मैटर, ऑफिशियल ईमेल आईडीज, and which region in pan India are they located for that matter. So this all details will help you. So आप ये surely try कर सकते हैं. As I mentioned the four names, Lucia, Apollo.io, Zoom Info, this all platforms you can surely try out. It will surely be useful for you to have the first cut step, that is generating leads for your business or your work.
Yeah,
I
in
hope
fact,
Ashish that answers. Thank you so much. Thank you.
In fact, Lucia and Apollo are quite popular, used widely, in fact.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Fabulous. Any other question, please? So today, in today's world, generating the funnel is important. Getting those leads are important. Lead generation is the
Absolutely.
number one pain point for most organizations, be it small or big.
Yeah, it is the and what I feel is no कि
Hmm.
sales team perform नहीं कर रही है. That is not
Hmm.
the challenge.
Hmm.
From एक होता है कि आप PIP में डाल देते हैं कि यार
Hmm.
perform नहीं कर रहे, numbers नहीं आ रहे हैं. I
Hmm.
don't think so. It is because they are working on finding the leads, giving
Hmm.
them calls and talking to them, reaching out to them. The problem and the challenge is majorly on कि आपका tools in place है कि नहीं. Are you actually utilizing those right tools which can actually help your team to save time on going randomly on these websites and without a subscription? अगर आपके पास budget है तो subscribe करिए, give those team members those right access within that short time. So आपके पास एक lead funnel होता है जो कि 100% या फिर 90% prospect बनने के chances हैं, and then you can start continuing with your next steps of work. I don't think so. Sales team people have a challenge. It is about the organization who's not able to give them the right resources and the tools at the right time which they feel. If that is done, trust me, the leads are gonna be with you for sure, 100%.
I think that is also good to know for us. It's not
Absolutely,
just
absolutely.
it's
I mean,
not
with that
it's
my
not just for
personal
anybody
experience,
else.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sharing with my personal experience.
Hmm.
So never doubt what you are doing is not up to the mark. Of course, you will be needing help, and that is where AI comes into the picture.
Hmm.
AI, which AI to use, how to use it, if it is fulfilling. Again, जैसे आप in a sales team आप customer का requirement देख रहे हैं,
Hmm.
before reaching out to the customer, what is your requirement also has to be offered by a certain tool, right? So आपको दोनों तरफ से, I mean, you are in the mid. One is your customer, one is the AI tool which you yourself are using or utilizing. So it's a two-way thing happening.
Absolutely. So, any more questions? If we do not have any more questions, I think, we are already at 12:17. Any other
Yeah, we have
questions,
crossed.
please? Yeah. Smita, Gayatri, Arif, Chetan, Kajal, Harish, any questions? If not, then we'll close the session. Okay, I don't see any questions coming up.
I
Thanks
guess
to
there's
team.
one question, if I can see. Pallavi, can you see this one? Just take a minute. There's one question on the tools, AI tools for HR.
Oh, lead generation for HR consulting firm.
लीड जनरेशन फॉर एचआर
Chetan.
के या
Chetan has
एचआर,
left.
अगर आप एचआर में हैं तो आई वुड सजेस्ट HubSpot CRM एक tool है which is
HubSpot is
greater for
good.
smaller HR teams. Yeah.
Oh.
Then it will give you it will offer you marketing automation, pipeline भी track करके देगा और आपका client भी nurture करता है. It is super good for B2B, specifically B2B lead data के लिए, जो आपकी मेगा लीड से भी आप ले सकते हैं. तो HubSpot CRM is one of the tools which I can recollect, and another tool which I would want to suggest you is there is a offering from Zoho. It is called as Zoho Recruit. Yeah.
Zoho
It is called
Recruit.
as
Yeah.
Zoho Recruit. Yeah. Yeah. So Zoho Recruit is also one of the options. So these two, you can use it as far as lead generation for HR is concerned.
Are they expensive, Deepika? This HubSpot CRM, is it expensive?
It is not that expensive, but I guess I've just tried on the basic versions. I don't come from a HR background, so I've not entirely had those experience with those tools. But yeah, you can surely go out and explore it. Chetan, I hope that helps you.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah. No. ठीक
Yeah,
है.
I guess
So
no
yeah.
more.
So we are at the end of the session. Thank you. Yeah, Vartika, would you like to do the honors? You're mute.
Vartika, you're on
Varte.
mute.
Yeah.
Really sorry. So thank you, Deepika, for this wonderful session, and I'm sure everyone is walking away with a clearer understanding about what we can use, how we can use AI in sales. And to all our participants, thank you for your active engagement and time today. On that note, we conclude the session. Wishing you all safe and productive day ahead.
Thanks.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank
Yeah.
you to
Thank
all of
you.
those who stayed till the end. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Arif,
Thank you.
Smita,
Yeah.
and Gayatri. Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
Gayatri.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Bye. See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.